Today I'm making a winter landscape that shows perspective. You'll have some different colors of construction paper to choose from. I'm going to choose this dark blue, nice and wintry. And make sure your paper is facing landscape orientation. That's this way. If it's up and down like this, that's portrait. So this is landscape. Now we're either going to be using a paint stick or an oil pastel. We're going to be drawing some swirls, big swirls on the paper to start out with white. Kind of looks like blowing wind or snow. After that, I'm going to pick out some big squares, big triangles, little squares, and little triangles. So I have 2 big squares and 2 big triangles and 2 little squares and then 2 little triangles. And take a look at what I made with these shapes, some little houses. So you're going to collage or glue your houses onto your paper. You're going to put the big houses near the bottom of your paper. You can choose where they go on the bottom. You can make them close to each other or far away, but they need to be on the bottom of your paper, bigger on the bottom. So there's my 2 big houses at the bottom of my paper. Now I'm going to put my 2 little houses at the top of my paper, smaller at the top. The reason I'm doing this is because it shows perspective. This makes it look like the 2 bigger houses on the bottom are closer to us or in the foreground, and it makes it look like the 2 smaller houses are farther away from us or in the background. This is called perspective, and it's a way to show the element of art space. I'm going to put the cap on my glue stick when my houses are glued down, and now I'm going to add some details to my houses with a marker. I'm going to add things like doors and windows. I might add some lines for siding. I'm using the elements of art shape and line to make these details on my houses. I'm also doing some lines to make the roofs look like they have shingles on them. So use shapes and lines to make details on each of your houses. And all your houses can be different if you want. I'm going to make all my houses different. Last but not least, I'm going to take some white paint and a little paintbrush, and I'm just going to dab it on the paper to look like snow. You can even make snow right over your houses. You can dab the white paint right on top of the houses. This is called overlapping, and it's another way to show the element of art space in your artwork. This is a mixed media work of art. That means that I used all kinds of different art supplies when I made it. I used a paint stick or an oil pastel. I used collage, marker, and paint. And now my winter landscape is complete.